Hi guys, Little Lady here. Right, so the recipe I'm going to do today, I've been fascinated about it for ages since I heard about it. I've never made one, so I found a Mary Berry recipe. I don't think it's properly traditional, but I think it'll go down well in this household. So what I'm doing today is a Sussex pond pudding. So I'll bring you down and I'll show you the ingredients. Right, so the first thing I've got here is 225 grams of self-raising flour. I have 100 grams of suet. I have 75 grams of milk and water combined to make up 150. I do have a cooking apple. Now, Mary Berry's one did have 3 Cox's apples in hers. However, I've had this in the fridge and it needs using up, so I'm just going to use that. It'll pulp down into a nice puree anyway. We have 150 grams of butter, 1 lemon, 175 grams of sugar. So the first thing I'm going to do first is get the pastry on, and then we can crack on with the rest. Right, so I've changed my mind. I want to get on with the filling first, and that includes doing the apple. So I'm just going to peel it and then cut it into little cubes. Get rid of all the bad bits and that off it. So I'll come back once that's done. Right, so that's the apple all chopped up now. So all I'm going to do is pop in the butter. It doesn't have to be soft or anything. And also the sugar. I'm going to mix it all together without spilling it everywhere. Should have put maybe a high-sided bowl. But I'm not going to change now. It's more washing up if you do that. Right. Right, so I'm just going to pop that to one side, and now I'm going to do the pastry. Right, so I've got the self-raising flour in there. I'm just going to add in the suet. This is exactly the same as if you were going to do a savoury pud. And then I've got the milk and water. And we're just going to make a dough. Don't add it all in at first. It definitely needs more. So all flours do absorb differently. Right, I'm going to put the last little bit in, and then I think that should be enough. I'll get my hands in a second. So I'll get my hand in now. And just bring it all together. It's a nice soft dough, this. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to quickly wash my hands and I'll come back. Right, so this is the bowl I'm going to use. It's a £2 pudding bowl. And I've got my butter paper from when I did all of the butter on there. It is non-stick, but I do like to give it a further coating just in case. And there's still some more butter on there, so that'll go into the fridge and be used for the next one. Or if I need to do something for non-stick again. And then this, we're going to do the pastry. So, some flour on the board, the pastry out, get rid of this bowl. Move that over there. Now I want this into a circle. A rough circle, doesn't matter if it's... Just keep going until we get a nice circle with it. Right, so I have a rough circle there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a quarter. Now this is how I was taught how to do it. Just like so. That's going to be for your lid. And then pick this up like this. Get your pudding bowl in. And in it goes. Pop it in there. Don't worry about this, we will be able to sort this bit out. Just get your pudding bowl covered. Slip there. Get it definitely into all the bits. Take a bit off here. And then just push it in. Nip these bits together. Best thing when you're doing pastry like this. You know you can, but a little bit not enough there. So just add some on. Maybe a little bit over here. Right. That to one side. Use this again. Let's move this back, get it into a rough circle again. Just roll this out for the lid. A little bit more flour. It's got to get a little sticky. Now this is going to use the Sorry multi-cooker, but if you don't have anything like that or a steamer, you can just pop it into a pan of simmering water. It does cook for about 3.5 hours. It's one of them really old-fashioned puds, you know, that my nana used to have on the stove going from first thing on a Sunday morning for after Sunday lunch. Let's just double check that's going to fit. It certainly is. Now let's get on with this filling. Oh, there's one more thing I need to get, 2 seconds. Right, so the first thing I want to do is put a bit of this filling in the bottom. So, and then with your, oh sorry, I must have knocked you over. Now with the lemon, just prick it all over. I'm just using a cocktail stick. You can use a fork, a knife, anything. Get around these bits. I've just taken the 2 ends off, and then you pop your lemon in like that, and then you fill it up with the rest of your filling. That was lovely. Smell the fresh lemony bits on it now that I've just done that with the lemon. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick out the butter. I think I've got too much apple here. Pick out the bits of butter, because the butter and the sugar is the most important thing in this. It will melt, so I'm not bothered if I leave a little bit of apple left over. Get some more of this sugar off here. I'm going to see if I can get it in. Pack it in there. There, that's it all. Get a bit of sugar, which I'm just going to scrape out. Right. I'm just going to get a little bit of water and wash my hands. Right, so I've just been boiling the kettle. I'm just going to put a bit of water around here. get one lid and pop that on. Press it all the way around. Then what I like to do is turn it over like this. It's not the best looking. Excuse me. I did turn my head away there, by the way. Right. Right, now I'm going to get some baking paper and some tin foil. Right, so all I've got is I've got some kitchen foil and I've got some baking parchment, and I've just put a pleat this just in case it rises. And I've also got some string. The best thing about this tin is it has got the lip on, so you can actually tie the string underneath it. It just makes it easier. I know there's a way that you can put a handle and everything on, but you know what? I don't know. I don't know how to do it. So I'm just going to cut off a bit of the excess, just for ease of getting it in and out of the pan. Like I say, I'm going to steam this in the Kasori multi-cooker, and it has to be steamed for about approximately 3.5 hours. So I'll get it in there and we'll see you once it's all cooked. Right, well it's had its time and I've let it, it's been out for about 5-6 minutes. There was a bit of butter I can see in the bottom of the multi-cooker. So I don't know whether it's completely spilled out. A bit there. Just going to quickly wipe my hands a little bit. Right. So I'm going to pop that on the top there. How can I do it? I'm going to put these on because that's still hot. I've got it in this bowl type thing. Switch it over. Get rid of that because that's got some residue on. Let's have a little look. Will I be brave? Oh. Oh no, that looks a bit special. I'm going to get that straight over here. That looks absolutely incredible. And you see all of this coming out. This is what I was worried when I seen the butter in the Kasori. And I was thinking, oh, am I not going to get me pond? But apparently that's what you want. You want that. Look, that's the sugar, the apple juice, the lemon juice that's come out of the lemon, and the butter. It's exactly what you want. Considering I've never made that before and I was a little bit worried about it, I think that looks absolutely incredible. Right, stop looking at it, Amanda. Get your knife. Now, you don't eat the lemon, apparently. So I'm just going to cut. I mean, it's going to fall apart, isn't it? I wish you could smell this though. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, what's happened to that lemon? Literally all of the juice has come out of it. It's so soft. I've got a bit of custard on the back of the stove. On the stove warming up. And it is packet custard, guys. But just look at that on there. Sorry, but I just think that looks absolutely incredible. That people might look at that and go, oh my God, that looks disgusting. But to me, I think that looks absolutely incredible. So I'm going to get a bowl. How do I attack this? I think I just attack it with a spoon, to be perfectly honest. Oh, look at that. All gooey. I know the traditional one didn't have apples in. Look at that. A little bit of custard to go on. I'm going to move that to one side. I'm not going to have loads now because we're going to have this mainly after our tea when Ian's home from work. I'm just going to have a little bit of custard. Like I say, it's packet custard. And it's not Bird's Eye, it's Aldi own version. But there you go. That's my take on a Sussex pond pudding. And do you know what I'm going to do? I should take my spoon out of there now. I'm going to get some. That's the knife on the floor. Good job I don't need it. I'm going to put a bit more of the pond over there. Right, so like I say, that's my take on a Sussex pond pudding. And there we go. Like I say, I'm only having a little bit because it's going to be after our tea, but I'm really excited to taste it, to be perfectly honest. I want a bit. Just going to try and get a bit without much custard on. Like that. Tony just loves steam puds on, like, in the winter time. Mind you saying that's been warm today. I don't understand how something so simple can taste like that. Oh, amazing. If you like your steam puds and stuff, then guys, give that one a go. Honestly, you won't be disappointed. That is incredible. To the stage where I think I'll definitely be making it again. That's something, you know, when the family comes over after a big Sunday lunch, an hour after you've finished, when you've had something so savoury that all you want is something comfort and sweet, or just sat on the sofa with a box set in the middle of the afternoon, cold winter's day, bowl of that, have that steaming off there, a little bit of boat custard, absolutely delicious. So thank you once again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I have. I love it when I make something that I know what I'm doing, but doing a new recipe for me, it's always exciting to see, one, is it any good, and two, have I made it good? And I think by the taste of that, I've made it good. So once again, thank you for everything. We both appreciate everything that you do for us, and we really enjoy your company time after time. So thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.